Me and Corey actually both drove into town in this thing. A cookie cook-off? Cookie cook-off? What the hell is it? Talk about stuff?
That's what we're doing. Talk about having to take the long road around.
You're saying they ate some cookies and now they want to get married?
Cruising right along. Whoa! There you go. Is this more your style?
Yeah.
Like in the big one?
Oh, I thought a chipmunk got up your pants or something. Hand on the desk. Yeah, smack him real hard.
So why don't you step up here and let's talk about this here.
Yeah, it's pointed right at me.
Yeah. Okay, I went and I stole these cookies.
Hey, good morning. This is Ezra from the Corey and Ezra Show. You like our new ride? Me and Corey actually both drove into town in this thing. Believe it or not, we can both fit in there with the camera on the top. And it doesn't look like much, but it'll do about 80 once you get it up to speed. It takes about 3 hours to get there, that's all.
So now we're rolling. So what's going on today? Where are we?
It is June 22nd, the second day of summer, and we are going to spend the day in Tenino. There's actually an event today, which is a cookie cook-off. Cookie cook-off? What the hell is it?
A cookie cook-off?
Cookie cook-off? He says it's a cookie cook-off, and that is happening over there in the big city park of Tenino. That's supposed to happen at noon. It's not quite noon yet. It's a beautiful day. In the meantime, we're going to head over to downtown Tenino. Or we're already in downtown, but we're going to head down the main street over here. The first thing you notice in historic downtown Tenino are all the sandstone buildings. In fact, I'm told there are 15 buildings in the downtown core alone built entirely from sandstone block. There's a good reason for this. The first sandstone quarry was founded in Tenino in 1888. And in fact, there's still a working sandstone quarry outside of town. Hi guys. Good morning. We stopped at a few local businesses to get more of the history of this fascinating town. It turns out that the land on which Tenino sits today was once a stop on the old Oregon Trail. Tenino's first settler, Stephen Hodgson, staked a land claim here in 1851 after failing to strike it big in the big California gold rush. Oh, do you have any idea when this picture would have been taken?
Well, look at the cars. Don't you think late 40s, early 50s?
That's the best way to tell, isn't it? Or am I wrong about that?
Yes, right across the street.
Okay, so that's the old bank building, and we'd be looking in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, gotcha.
And so...
Pretty soon, the little town of Tenino was a regular stagecoach stop between the Columbia River at the Oregon border and the new capital of Washington, Olympia. And in 1872, the new railroad reached town. Where did you get your photograph, by the way?
Oh, that's a hotel in Centralia.
Oh, you did?
One of our customers brought it to us.
All right, they bought it for you and brought it
Right,
in.
yeah.
Excellent.
Well, we paid them back.
We're going to check out this angle of the quarry, and you can see a lot more about what this, at least at one time, was all about. Again, we're still in the middle of the city park here in Tenino. It's quite the interesting place, I think. It's a beautiful setting. We've got a little pond right here that I think was probably part of the quarry operation. And one of the most interesting features of this whole thing is these blocks that exist, these sandstone blocks that came right out of this, right beside where we were standing. And they turned it into a section of the park, a playground, what it turned out to be. I've been here days when there's, a dozen kids climbing all over these things. You climb on the rocks, get up high. It created caves and cracks and crevices that kids can play in and jump off of and whatnot. I'm actually going to crawl up on these to get a better view of the pool, the old quarry. Try not to hurt myself in the process. If I can get Corey to do the same thing, that should be interesting. Oh boy. Exactly. You see my point? Awesome. And now you can see what we've been talking about, which is what is now the Tenino City Pool. Nobody's swimming today, but the Tenino City Pool right next to the city park, right next to this block playground. And again, it originated as a quarry. So I'm told that's very deep over there. The dry section over here is the pool where the majority of kids play, but the bigger kids can swim in the actual quarry section that is significantly deeper, and it's got the waterfall and all of that. Probably the most interesting city pool I've ever seen.
Pretty neat waterfall.
And that's when we heard the cry go out. The cookies are coming, the cookies are coming. Get on your bikes, the cookies are coming. So of course me and Corey didn't waste any time scoping out the first bicycles we could find.
Hey, what's your name?
Jack.
Jack? What kind of cookies did you make?
Pastel shortbread.
Pastel shortbread. Are they good? Can I have one?
Sure. I got plenty.
Some people come for the party. We come for the cookies. We were a little disappointed to find out it wasn't actually time to eat cookies yet. At this point, they were just accepting donations of cookies, and all for a good cause, the city pool. So while they did all the hard work, we headed to the local museum for a little distraction.
I'm Corey. This is Ezra. We have a show called Appetite for Consumption. So today we were going to do the Scatter Creek Winery and the Cookie Cook-Off. And the Cookie Cook-Off is about the quarry. So we were hoping you could help us out with learning about the quarry and give us some background on it.
Oh, on the
Would
museum?
you mind? Yeah. The museum and the rest of it and how it all came about. And your name is?
My name is Judy Logan.
Judy Logan. And how long have you been part of the museum?
For years and years, a long time.
Years and years?
Yeah.
All right. So could you give us a tour and talk to us about this?
This depot museum was moved over here from the railroad track over on the other side of town. Yeah, I think it was.
You're not required to know everything.
It's 75, so it was, yeah, it was moved over here in 75. And so anyway, and then since then, we've been collecting all these artifacts. And these are some of the original wood money. I think tonight was kind of noted for the wood money.
Wood money.
And during the Depression,
Our new friend Judy described something to us that was critical to the survival of historic downtown Tenino. That is so unique. So what brought that on? Why would you need wooden money?
well, during the Depression, when there wasn't money and the banks closed,
Gotcha.
and so then the bank and the local merchants came up with this idea.
Gotcha. As a way so people could continue to trade and do business, I guess. I should get a good look at one of these. What do you think was one of the most interesting examples in this case that I should take a look at?
Well, probably some of the originals that were signed.
On the bottoms, those are great.
Yeah, these are 25 centers. Most of these are 25 centers.
Quite interesting.
50 cents and $1.
Yeah, Corey, we check our mail. Get anything?
Yeah.
No, I don't think those.
Couple bills.
Bills. Oh, it is. We've got to have to check out the men's room over here, right?
Yeah.
Not like you weren't already thinking of that anyway.
Well, so let me see. This definitely has.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
And the old tab toilets are quite unique.
Ma'am, are you supposed to be in here?
Oh,
No, I'm
check
not
this
supposed to
out.
be in here.
It's got the old pull handle.
The old pool handle.
Pull handle.
Hold on, I'm sorry, we'll back up and get it. Oh, it actually works.
It works and everything. Alright.
Or use the pull handle. Please
This
don't-
one's out of service
Yeah,
though.
don't use that for it.
Don't use that one. This is the pool. These are where the swimming pool is right now and where the waterfall is.
Can you tell me, does the pool represent the quarry, or is it just an example of one of the quarries in this area?
That's one of the quarries.
Gotcha.
There were
This-
3.
So where are the rest of them?
There's one as you're heading out to out of town toward.
Judy really did her best to educate and inform us.
We got Casey here. Casey's in charge. It's a one-way ride. This is dynamite.
Yeah, there you go.
Blow this thing open.
Wow.
Trying to look at it. That's what you should do. You should have a contest for people to try to open the safe. It might take 10 or 20 years, but eventually somebody would.
Wow, this place just keeps going.
Right. We're up to the kitchen, and this is the doctor's office, Dr. Whitman. These are things from his office.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Somewhat.
Holy wow, look at this stone.
A lot of this stuff is from the Turvey Brothers logging camp that was up Skookumchuck Valley.
Wow.
Your graduation years now of museum history.
I see that. It's in the museum.
Mine's sold. They don't even have records.
And we got Santa's sleigh. Only do we have a cannon, but we have Santa's sleigh.
The Santa sleigh. This is it.
It looks like it's
right.
that old. Cowbell. We're a cowbell. A real cannon.
It's usable. We have used it.
Yeah, it's pointing right at me.
Yep.
This area contained a lot of the outdoor tools and farm implements that have been donated by many local families that are original to the Tenino area. What is that, Corey?
It's a beet chopper.
Well, heck yeah, dude. I got one of those in my...
You got a beet chopper?
Yeah, I got one of those in my kitchen.
Nice. Hay rake? How about a hay rake? A seed drill? I bet you got a seed drill.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to have a hay rake and not seed drill. So.
You got a seed drill. What is this thing? It's got a wagon wheel on it. Looks like it used to have two wagon wheels. What would they use this for?
I don't know unless I don't know.
I know what we would use it for.
Yeah.
Making beer. Somehow.
Yes.
I'm not sure how, but... Scared me. Scared both of us. Oh, I thought a chipmunk got up your pants or something.
Now we're going to school. We're going to get schooled.
Yeah, time to take Corey to school.
Education. Oh, this is neat.
Next, Judy gave us the opportunity to look inside Tenino's original one-room schoolhouse. To say this is a snapshot in time is clearly an understatement, and we truly felt like we were attending school in an era long past. Corey, can you look on that glove and actually figure out where you live? Maybe not.
Here. Live here.
Somewhere in that
Somewhere
general,
on this here.
that's your neighborhood.
Yeah. The original ABCs, that's how I remember seeing that. That's what we had up there when I was in school.
Corey, do you still have ABCs?
This is interesting. It's the rules for the teacher in 1915.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 rules for the teacher.
What were they?
You will not marry during the term of your contract. You are not to keep company with men. You must be home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless attending a school function. You may not loiter downtown in ice cream stores. You may not travel beyond the city limits unless you have permission from the chairman of the board. You may not ride a carriage or automobile with any man unless he is your father or brother. You may not smoke cigarettes. You may not dress in bright colors. You may not, under no circumstance, dye your hair. You must wear at least 2 petticoats. Your dresses must not be any shorter than 2 inches above the ankle. To keep the schoolroom neat and clean, you must sweep the floor at least once a day, scrub the floor at least once a week with hot soapy water, clean the blackboard at least once a day, start the fire at 7 a.m. so the room will be warm at 8 a.m.
A lot of that seems to be kind of silly by today's standards, but I do like that one about not loitering in ice cream places. That makes a lot of sense to me.
That just tells me you're a communist and you don't like ice cream. 1912 and 1913.
Should be able to find your graduation in there somewhere.
You're funny. 1923, 42. Oh, look, here's yours. 1937. I didn't want to leave you out. Oh, let's see. Here's a list. Oh, Ezra Cox. You're right here.
And with that, I'm pretty sure Teacher Judy had had quite enough of Corey's antics and his poor behavior in the classroom. And once again, not surprisingly, Corey got us both kicked out of school and had us looking for a ride back to the cookie cook-off. First, we tried one of Corey's famous hot wiring jobs. He did get it running, but then he insisted on driving, of course. And like most of our Sunday drives, it ended up on the side of the road.
That's really. So why don't you step up here and let's talk about this here. All right. So what do we got here?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't snow all the time. It mostly rains here, so I guess if the weather's not right, maybe summer's coming and you've still got your snowmobiles out, you're turning into what me and Corey decided are basically grassmobiles.
I mean, this is taking redneck to a whole new level here.
It really is. We were able to get our grassmobile started, and at least this time I had my own ride. That's when we ran into our old friend the Cookie Monster again. And this time it wasn't just a cruel joke. It really was time to eat.
Macarena, yes. You ready to have some cookies, man? Welcome to the Isle of my cookie. You want to start at the top and work your way through?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Number one.
How many do I have to share with you?
That's up to you. He's got the camera, so.
Come on, Corey.
2.
Oh, that one's good. That was really good.
And with that, Corey was off on a tasting frenzy. But all in the name of the Tenino City Pool, of course.
They look pretty yummy.
Sure you don't want to try another one?
You're like, that's a good cookie.
know
And then
it's
you're
good.
going to eat them all before our elderly
Well, I got more.
female.
We'll
Okay.
get more.
All right.
But yeah, those are pretty good.
Okay, I see why you like being in. You like no. I see the advantage of being on camera. The guy behind the camera is kind of stuck. You get hungry, you can't do anything about it.
No, unless you can chew quietly.
You can ride it around in this park here.
They're good, huh?
Oh Lord! I'm in.
I was going to eat my way from the bottom to the top. She's going to get jealous now.
eat your way around.
But she didn't. When you said who's going to jump in with me, she didn't even bat an eye. Just
She has wedding ears. Ever since the wedding bells rang, she can't hear my voice.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16. So you get 16
Yeah,
cookies.
just go down the line if you would. And just,
Everything?
yeah, just whatever we got left.
Corey wants one of everything. Let's just say it wasn't long before Corey had had more than his fair share of the cookies. And his sugar buzz was starting to drive people away from the fundraiser. Even innocent little kids, and the elderly. Slow down there, partner. You need to place your vote for the best cookie, and we need to get out of here.
The best kid. Who we want for the best kid? Ooh, that was really tough because they were all just really, really good. Meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he hollers, make you pay $50 every day. I pick you. Okay. 1K. Is that a good one? 1K?
1K?
Yeah.
That's not a number.
Yeah.
Oh,
1K.
got it.
Hey, Stu,
What was
I think she's taking over and you and I are coming out to do our quality control inspection.
Okay, I went and I stole these cookies and we're going to take them in and give them to the ladies that run the museum. They took us on a really cool tour. We thought that was great, so we couldn't help ourselves but get them some cookies. So come on, let's go give them some cookies. Knock, knock. They even got the automatic doorbell.
Ding dong. Cookie Man's here. Cookie delivery.
Maybe they're in the schoolhouse. The school in session?
I don't know. Maybe we should play the Rubik's Cube and wait for them.
Oh.
That's twice it went off. There you go. There's some cookies.
Wow, well, thank you.
Well, you're very welcome.
That's very nice.
More like thank you.
I had to push down a couple officers and the chief of police to get them for you.
Oh, Corey, did you have to say that? And now we're Tenino's most wanted.
This thing is
That
about
must be
30
the first
some odd
hardest.
years old.
Really?
Yes.
Is that the one you like started with?
That's not the one I broke those.
Corey, here's another fine mess you've gotten me into. The situation's getting a little hot. Where are those yellow bicycles when you need one?
I didn't hear the story behind the bicycles, but
So they're donated by people in the town and fixed up by a local mechanic, and they're parked everywhere all over Tenino. And people could come take them, get them for their kids themselves, ride them around, drop them off somewhere else.
no way.
Yeah.
I like this.
Right?
Considering I don't know about you, but my kid's bicycle's been stolen a couple times, so
So that's probably it under that
it
paint.
could be it.
And on that note, it was time to get on our rides and get the heck out of Dodge.